Of the new Parliament Fitzherbert is a member. We were so weary of our old king, that we are very much pleased with his successor, of whom we are so much inclined to hope great things, that most of us begin already to believe them. The young man is hitherto blameless, but it would be unreasonable to expect much from the immaturity of juvenile years, and the ignorance of princely education. He has been long in the hands of the Scots, and has already favoured them more than the English will contentedly endure. But perhaps he scarcely knows whom he has distinguished, or whom he has disgusted. The artists have instituted a yearly exhibition of pictures and statues, in imitation, as I am told, of foreign academies. This year was the second exhibition. They pleased themselves much with the multitude of spectators, and imagine that the English school will rise in reputation. Reynolds is without a rival, and continues to add thousands to thousands, which he deserves, among other excellencies, by retaining his kindness for Baretti. This exhibition has filled the heads of the artists and lovers of art. Surely life, if it be not long, is tedious, since we are forced to call in the assistance of so many trifles to rid us of our time, of that time which never can return. I know my Baretti will not be satisfied with a letter in which I give him no account of myself. Yet what account shall I give him? I have not, since the day of our separation, suffered or done anything considerable. The only change in my way of life is, that I have frequented the theatre more than in former seasons. But I have gone thither only to escape from myself. We have had many new farces, and the comedy called The Jealous Wife, which, though not written with much genius, was yet so well adapted to the stage, and so well exhibited by the actors, that it was crowded for near 20 nights. I am digressing from myself to the playhouse, but a barren plan must be filled with episodes. Of myself I have nothing to say, but that I have hitherto lived without the concurrence of my own judgment, yet I continue to flatter myself that when you return you will find me mended. I do not wonder that where the monastic life is permitted, every order finds votaries, and every monastery inhabitants. Men will submit to any rule, by which they may be exempted from the tyranny of caprice and of chance. They are glad to supply by external authority their own want of constancy and resolution, and court the government of others, when long experience has convinced them of their own inability to govern themselves. If I were to visit Italy, my curiosity would be more attracted by convents than by palaces, though I am afraid that I should find expectation in both places equally disappointed, and life in both places supported with impatience and quitted with reluctance. That it must so soon be quitted is a powerful remedy against impatience. But what shall free us from reluctance? Those who have endeavoured to teach us to die well have taught few to die willingly, yet I cannot but hope that a good life might end at last in a contented death. You see to what a train of thought I am drawn by the mention of myself. Let me now turn my attention upon you. I hope that you take care to keep an exact journal, and to register all occurrences and observations, for your friends here expect such a book of travels as has not been often seen. You have given us good specimens in your letters from Lisbon. I wish you had stayed longer in Spain, for no country is less known to the rest of Europe, but the quickness of your discernment must make amends for the celerity of your motions. He that knows which way to direct his view sees much in a little time. Write to me very often, and I will not neglect to write to you, and I may, perhaps, in time, get something to write. At least, you will know by my letters, whatever else they may have or want, that I continue to be your most affectionate friend, Sam Johnson. London, June 10th, 1761. End quote. End of section 24. You have been listening to The Life of Samuel Johnson, Volume 1, by James Boswell.